We are getting closer and closer to catching that first bass. At least we're getting to where we might make a cast at him anyway. I think step 8 or 9, we're actually going to be casting, and at that point, you'll be able to go out in your backyard and practice your casts. And I think that that's something that you really ought to consider. We're done with our rod and reel. We've spent $25 on a nice combo, and that includes the line. And we're going to start working on a few lures for your tackle box. You have to have them, don't you? Hey, look at this. This is my crankbait box. Is that the most confusing thing you ever saw? I've got chartreuse ones and brown ones and white ones and green ones, some with a big bill, some with a square bill, on. And like I've told you in the past steps, there'll come a day when you need to do that. You need a crankbait that goes in 8 foot of water. You need a crankbait that goes in 4 feet of water. But the one I'm going to get you to put in your tackle box first is one that goes 1.5 foot. This is an RC 1.5. That says it's going to go about 1.5 foot. It'll probably cheat and get to 2 foot every now and then. Let me get down to this bill right here. This is a square bill. A great deal of the ones in my tackle box are round bills, and a square bill is made to bump off logs and bump off a rock, but bump off some kind of cover down there. Now remember this, it ties right to the nose of the lure, or to the body of the lure. That just tells you right off the bat that it's not going to go very deep. If the tie down is way out on the end of the bill, that means it's going to pull a little harder and it's going to go deeper. This one's going to go about 2 foot deep. And this little guy isn't very long, but it's a good, very good weight to cast. Our little spin cast outfit would just throw the heck out of it. And you want to start feeling with it. Remember that, I've said that before. You have to start, don't even worry about catching a fish. Forget about catching a fish. Go take this and cover water in front of you and try to judge from what it hits or what it doesn't hit as to how deep that water is, and start studying the bottom. You know what, if you do that and forget about catching a fish and you get that really down pat, you'll catch a fish, just as sure as this world. We are going to purchase this for around $6. I think a little $6 1.5 will get the job done, and that will have us up to $31, counting our rod and reel combination. We're going to put this in a tackle box, and our next lure will be a little spinnerbait.